Mega Scolipede has finally made its way to Pokemon Champions and has been met with a lot of disappointment due to it getting the ability Shell Armor. While it is thematic to the Mega's design and isn't an inherently bad ability, people had higher expectations given the fact that Mega Scolipede differs drastically in playstyle compared to base Scolipede. Upon Mega Evolving, Scolipede actually loses 60 points worth of speed in exchange for substantially higher attack and defensive stats. Base Scolipede does have the ability Speed Boost, so you do have the option to protect on the first turn you send Scolipede out, get your +1 boost to speed, and then Mega Evolve the turn after to try and get the best of both worlds. However, Mega Scolipede suffers from its typing more than anything in my opinion. Bug Poison isn't exactly the greatest offensive or defensive typing, which is something that Scolipede wants either of. Because of this, Scolipede wants to run some form of coverage, primarily ground, to deal with opposing poison and steel types that would wall it otherwise. With Leech Life and Gunk Shot serving as our two main stabs, Stomping Tantrum serving as our coverage move, and Protect as our last move, you don't have any way for Scolipede to increase its own offensive capabilities. While you may think our horse bug is doomed, I have two partners who may be able to rectify this issue. The first one is Annihilate, who will actually serve as more of a supportive mon with the move Coaching, boosting Scolipede's attack and defense by one stage. This is great because on turn 1 we can protect Scolipede in the space form, use Coaching to boost its attack and defense, and by the time the turn ends, Scolipede will have an attack, defense, and speed boost before Mega Evolving. Annihilate's ghost typing is also quite valuable as you won't be susceptible to fake out flinches unless it's coming from a Pokemon with the ability Scrafty. Annihilate also has the ability Defiant to punish any Intimidate users that lead off against us. Taunt will allow us to stop our opponents from setting up in any way, and Annihilate's offensive typing and Ghost Fighting can serve as a way to help Scolipede deal with Ghost and Steel types that would resist its main stabs. The next partner is going to be Hatterene, and this is for a more peculiar reason. Not only can Hatterene set up Trick Room, which Mega Scolipede can take advantage of with its lowered speed stat, but it also has a signature move Magic Powder. This changes a Pokemon's type into pure Psychic, meaning that Scolipede will be able to hit them super effectively with Leech Life, and serves as a way to deal massive damage without needing to boost Scolipede's stats. Some of our other teammates can take advantage of Magic Powder's type changing as well. We also have Helping Hand to boost our attacks even further if necessary. These two partners allow Mega Scolipede to change its playstyle depending on the matchup, whilst not sacrificing either of its offensive or defensive traits. Now with all that being said, let's see what Mega Scolipede is truly capable of. Alrighty, what is happening, y'all? It's Super2 here, and I'm finally back from my vacation. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, as you can see here, we got ourselves a Mega Scolipede team this time around. Scolipede is definitely one of my favorite Megas to come out of ZA, so I wanted to try and make a team around it in spite of it getting Shell Armor as its ability, which is definitely a big letdown, but I'm not going to let that deter me from trying to, you know, put some work in. So what we have here is, it's a bit of a mixed team if I'm being completely honest. Since Base Scolipede does keep speed boost, you can protect on turn 1, get that speed boost, and then Mega Evolve. And with the proper EV investment right here, you will be able to outspeed base 100 mons as long as they're not like timid or jolly or anything like that. If I'm doing my math correctly, because I have gotten my math wrong in a couple of my videos, so if I did miss something, then please be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. I always appreciate your guys' feedback and any sort of, you know, improvements you can make to these types of teams. So yeah, don't hesitate to just fire off. And I have Annihilate here, which you might think is an odd pick, because usually when you see Annihilate, you're probably thinking of like maybe the beat up mouse hole type of shenanigans, but I'm running Coaching Annihilate simply because Scolipede, while it does have access to Swords Dance, it really suffers from 4 move slot syndrome, where it needs to have its stabs and it has to have some form of coverage move, which is Stomping Tantrum just to deal with steel types. Otherwise it gets heavy walled by like Duraludon, King Gambit, all of those type of mons. And I have Coaching on here just to kind of substitute for not having access to Swords Dance, to give Scolipede that attack and defense boost, and then Annihilate is just a very good Intimidate deterrent as well. If you, like, you know, encounter any Incineroars, maybe Scrafties. I haven't played in about a week, so I don't know how common, you know, like Mega Scrafty is and any other, like, Intimidate mons, but it will mainly just be Incineroar, I guess. And I have Taunt on here just to, you know, stop any sort of setup that we might run into. And then the other, I guess, oddity on the team will be Hatterene, which will be our Trick Room setter, which that isn't the odd part. The odd part is Magic Powder, which you guys might not know is a signature move of Hatterene. And what it does is that it changes your opponent's typing to Psychic, which will combo especially well with, honestly, a fair amount of our teammates now that I think about it. Obviously, you know, with Leech Life being a bug type move, Psychics being weak to bug, Scolipede is going to do massive amounts of damage once you get that Magic Powder off. And we also have Helping Hand that boosts like the damage of our teammates if need be. But Magic Powder can also be useful for our Hydreigon with its Dark Pulses or Snarls, and also Annihilate with Rage Fist. Like, it's just a very, very cool tech that you don't really see come up too often, and for understandable reason, but I think we can get it to work on this team right here. And then I have Sylveon as our primary, like, spread damage special attacker, because, I mean, we do have a good amount of damage on the physical front, so having that, you know, extra boost in the special department will be very, very nice, and just kind of round the whole team out. And then last but not least, we have Aerodactyl, mainly to deal with Charizard Y, because Charizard Y is still probably running around. Nothing's really changed in that department. And yeah, it also has Tailwind support too if we need that speed. And it's also great into like Whimsicott as well with the dual wing beat. And I also got the sharp beak as well to increase that damage. And yeah, that is pretty much the loadout of this team. And then here are the EVs. They are kind of specialized, at least in the case of Scolipede and Hydreigon. Sylveon too, just so it can, you know, benefit from both Tailwind and Trick Room. And yeah, that will pretty much do it for the team breakdown. And I genuinely appreciate your guys' patience when it comes to me making these videos, because they do take a lot. I'm a kind of a one-man army here. I do all the editing and all that, and along with, you know, doing the battles, so, and the team building as well. I try to, you know, balance all of that stuff out, but I also want to make videos that you guys will genuinely enjoy and, you know, get some value out of. So I really do appreciate all the support that you all have been showing recently. It is honestly kind of wild to me that, you know, you guys genuinely do find what I put out to be, you know, not only creative, but also just entertaining as a whole. So I have a lot of fun making these videos. I'm going to try my best to improve as well, at least as much as I reasonably can. And, you know, if you do enjoy these videos, then be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be posting more Champions videos down the line. I definitely have a lot of catching up to do, so I will try my best to, you know, essentially make up for lost time. So, yeah, let's just get right on into these games. Alright, here we go. There's like one more day left in this season. I am in Ultra Ball 2. I have not done any sort of ranked matches ever since the Mega Malamar video. So hopefully, maybe, just maybe, I can get myself to Master Ball before the reset. That would be great. But if not, then you know, it is what it is. I just want to get some good battles in for you guys. So let's see what we have here. It is a Charizard team. This is like your basically standard Charizard team with the Sylveon added and also Rotomosh. So do we predict them to lead off with Charizard, or do we expect them to hold them in the back? I feel like they would lead off with maybe like Charizard and Garchomp or Charizard Venusaur, because we could try to lead off with Scolipede and Hatterene, try to get that Trick Room going. Will also be, at least Hatterene will be immune to any Sableye shenanigans, so there is that bonus. And then it might just be better to lead off with Aerodactyl, and we'll have Sylveon, and I think we will also have Hydreigon in the back. I'm kind of going back and forth here, but I think this is what we're going to lead off with. I think no matter what, we have to bring Aerodactyl just in case we aren't able to deal with that Charizard handily, but I think we're going to have Annihilate and Scolipede lead off. Try to get that coaching boost. Oh, okay. Sylveon and Sableye. I mean, that's great for us. In fact, do I even need to protect for the speed boost? I think I will just in case. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe here. And go for that coaching boost. It really is just a matter of what that Sableye is gonna go for. Okay, you also protect. That's nice. That was kind of what I had in mind, so that's why I decided to play it a little bit. Oh. Alright. Well, that's not great, simply because they could potentially Will-O-Wisp our Scolipede here. And even though Sylveon is right there, I think we just double down into the Sableye. I do not... Actually... No, they're probably just gonna Will-O-Wisp me because of Prankster regardless, so... That is so unfortunate. We're just going to have to kind of shift gears, and I could taunt on the Sableye. Either that or I go on the offensive route. I think I'll taunt the Sableye just so we don't have to deal with it anymore. And they go into Charizard, which is interesting. Especially if that's their Mega. Though they could have Venusaur. Or I guess Garchomp if they have that too. But since, I mean, yeah, we're gonna get burned here, unfortunately. There's not much we can do about it. I suppose if I taunt the Sableye turn 1, then maybe I would have been in a better off position. I just wanted to get my coaching off more than anything. So Gunk Shock will go off. And yeah, the burn is definitely mattered there. Still good damage on the Charizard though. It's just a matter of what they're gonna do with it now. That is the big question. I think I'm gonna Leech Life the Sableye spot. I'm going to Rage Fist. Well, I don't know if Rage Fist will do it onto the Charizard now that I think about it. Since I never got hit, I don't have the boosted stats. So instead, I'll just go for this. And I was coaching our Scolipede again. Now, depending on if this Charizard is max speed, like fully max speed, this could be a problem. It doesn't seem to be the case since Annihilate outspeeds it. It's not, okay. And we do land our Gunk Shot, so we will take out the Charizard Y, which is absolutely fantastic. Foul play, that will hurt, but now we do have our Rage Fist boost. Even though we're burned, Scolipede is at +2 in both attack and defense, so it's going to be very hard to take out on the physical side. Do have the Venusaur. They can't put us to sleep since we're both burned. That's very nice to have. Let me check the little battle index. Sableye's still taunted for 2 turns. They're probably gonna just foul play. In fact, Venusaur doesn't necessarily threaten us too much, so we're just gonna pivot here. We're gonna take out the Sableye just so it doesn't do any more shenanigans. Solar Beam, that's probably gonna go into Annihilate. No, it goes into Scolipede, even though it's like quad, not very effective. Okay, I mean, we'll take it. Rage Fist goes off, does not do a whole lot of damage whatsoever. Leech Life doesn't do it either. I mean, we get the heal, which is nice, but that is just so unfortunate. And yeah, Annihilate is gonna go down. How many turns of Sun are left, I'm wondering. I think we go into Aerodactyl here. But yeah, this is rather unfortunate. 3 turns off the Sunlight. I don't know what Venusaur could go for here. I mean, it probably would Solar Beam the Aerodactyl, if anything. And I don't think I outspeed it under the sun. I'm just gonna Leech Life, and I'm going to hit a dual wing beat. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because if this is like max speed Venusaur, then I think they outspeed Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, it's just a matter of Aerodactyl could live a Solar Beam, which I'm not exactly too confident in that either. No, they go for Sludge Bomb instead, which is interesting. I feel like Solar Beam definitely would have done more damage, but I'm not going to say no to that. Dual Wing Beat is going to go off. We're going to take out the Venusaur, which is awesome. And we should take out the Sableye now with our Leech Life. So they only have 1 Mon in the back. And honestly, this was a pretty solid game, all things considered. The double burn was unfortunate, but I think overall we played around it pretty well. And I think if we got hit with like a Solar Beam or something on the Aerodactyl, things could have gotten a little bit more dicey. Although Venusaur doesn't really have much that can deal with Scolipede, besides maybe Earth Power, but even then, I don't think it'll do a whole lot of damage. We're just gonna win the War of Attrition with Leech Life. Oh, there we go. They were idle for too long. Yeah, I don't know if maybe they had like connection issues or they just decided to rage quit, but we'll take it. Rank 1, only a little bit more and we can get ourselves into that Master Ball tier, so let's just keep on going. Alrighty, well, there's a Staraptor. I don't immediately like that. Raichu's there too, which is annoying. I think we do lead off with Annihilate and Scolipede, maybe? If they lead off with Raichu or Incineroar, that's going to be bad, especially if, like, I wanted to go Hatterene, because I could still get flinched, and that's not ideal whatsoever. Man, the moment they add, like, Covert Cloak to the game, things are going to be, very, very different when it comes to these type of strats. So we'll just lead off with what we had last time. Aerodactyl is going to be good, especially against like Whimsicott, or I guess more so Sinistra than anything, because Scolipede can handle Whimsicott relatively well. And then in the back, do we bring Sylveon again? I would like to say yes, although Hydreigon can also handle all of these decently well. Well, I've waited too long, so I guess we'll just have to rock with that decision. It's fine. It's fine. I think we've covered most of our bases. Sylveon is pretty much just there for that big spread damage, which isn't nothing at all, but you know. We will get hit by that Intimidate, but thanks to the Defiant, we will get an attack boost. It's just unfortunate that Scolipede will have to be on a bit of a slower side. I'm going to taunt the Sinistra just so it can't go for any follow me, or not follow me, Rage Powder shenanigans. I'm gonna go for Protect here, get that speed boost. I'm gonna learn from last match to taunt these support mons on the first turn instead of trying to just go for the coaching boost. It'll give us a lot more momentum moving forward. It's just a matter of what the Incineroar... I mean, Incineroar's probably just gonna try to fake out. It's just a matter of what it does afterwards, which I'm a little concerned about. So, yep. And then we taunt. I don't know if I was gonna go for Matcha Gotcha or something else, or I don't know, Trick Room. No, you have Shadow Ball. Okay, just going on the offensive. That's not great. But I did taunt you, so you can't go for no Rage Powder. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to just hit the instant with the close combat. I'm not even gonna bother trying to, or actually, no. Let me reframe what I want to do. I'm going to Rage Fist the Sinistra. And then... If Charizard, or... Not Charizard. Incineroar hits me like a Flare Blitz or something. That's going to be awful, though. I think we just get the Sinistra out of there, though. While we have it taunted and everything. And I feel like Incineroar would want to take out the Annihilate more than anything. If they leave that Annihilate up, it's going to be very, very bad for it moving forward. Alright, Rage Fist is just going to do the job. I mean, I should have figured as much considering we got the attack boost. But yeah, the minus attack is not going to deal us any favors. Blaze Kick? I mean, I guess, you know, we won't get crit by it, potentially, thanks to our shell armor, but that's still kind of whack. I don't think Whimsicott can do any sort of, like, shenanigans that would get me that badly. I'm going to just close combat into the Incineroar. I'm going to protect on Scolipede here. Yeah, that's the safest play. As nice as it would be to just Sludge Bomb it, I think this is going to be... Oh, the Tailwind. Are you going to be faster than Annihilate now? No, you will not. Get out of here. Awesome. So, Incineroar is down. That's a big threat we don't have to deal with. Now we just have to see what their... Oh, it's Staraptor, of course. Of course. And you intimidate me again, dude. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, and you're Tailwinded up. You're definitely faster than me. I really don't like that. I'm -2 as well on the Scolipede. I think it's best if I just swap out. It's like Aerodactyl. I'm expecting the Staraptor to maybe protect just so Whimsicott can like give it a boost safely. So I'm just going to try and take the Whimsicott out as fast as I can. No, you're just going to go on the offense. Alright. You're going to go for like Grey Bird? No, you're just going to close combat. Okay, alright. Well, this is bad. This is quite bad. Especially after I'm getting a defense boost. I would have to Draco and then Gunk Shot the Staraptor. Like, my plan of just trying to take the Whimsicott out is just completely swapped since Staraptor is now a more immediate threat. It's just unfortunate because I don't have the speed now. Energy Ball? You don't have Moonblast? Okay. Oh, and their Tailwind completely outsped us. Alright, even with the Choice Scarf. Unnecessary crit, but yeah, no, that's pretty much the game. Oh, dude, that is so unfortunate. Oh, and we missed? Yeah. Alright. They got it. They got it. I'm trying to think of how I could have played that a bit better. Maybe if... It's just the fact that they cycle all those Intimidates too. The moment Whimsicott went for Tailwind, that was when it really fell apart. If they didn't have that speed boost, then we would have been in a better position. So, yeah, just unfortunate all around. I don't think there was really a good way to completely stop that, but I don't know. That is something I will have to think about moving forward. Alright, we have both what seems to be a hard-ish Trick Room team, although we have Torkoal and Vileplume, which I very much know what they're going to try to go for. And there goes Staraptor again. Very fun to deal with, that's for sure. I think I'll lead off with Aerodactyl and Sylveon here. But if they have Trick Room, that's gonna be very annoying to deal with. Scolipede's gonna be in the back. Potentially Annihilate, simply because they have those... both Staraptor and Scrafty. They're probably gonna bring either one of those two, is my guess. I think I'm gonna mainly cover for the potential Vileplume and Torkoal lead. If they do set up Trick Room, that's okay because Sylveon can do decently well. Oh, but they're just gonna go Staraptor off rip. Alright, what are they going to do? Because Staraptor definitely doesn't want to be in Trick Room at all. I might sub Tailwind and then go for a Hyper Voice. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Especially if the Staraptor tries to protect or something. So I guess I didn't necessarily need to go for Tailwind. Oh no, you're just Final Gambit, alright. That is also another thing I completely forgot that was running around. I just don't see it all too often compared to the Mega, but yeah, Final Gambit Staraptor is a thing. Deal alright damage to the Farigiraf, and they will go for Trick Room, which is bad. Actually, no, it's not, because I didn't set up Tailwind. Alright, I'm curious on... And they probably have Scrafty as their Mega then. Annihilate's fast. I think I want to bring out the Scolipede. This time, though, I need to Mega Evolve immediately. They are slower than me, most likely, so I don't want to get hit by that Farigiraf. I'm gonna protect here. Do I Hyper Voice, or do I just completely delete it with like a Hyper Beam? You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take the Farigiraf out entirely, since that's the main thing threatening me right now. Even though Sylveon itself can be pretty frightening too, it's just Scolipede can deal with that no problem. Yup. Yeah, get that out of here. Hyper Voice. How much is it gonna do to our Sylvie? Okay. They aren't running Life Orb. Yeah, get that Farigiraf out of here. Though that does mean Sylveon is going to be stuck. Josuke. Oi, Josuke. That is bad simply because we will not be able to take out that Sylveon at all if we try to go for like a gunk shot. Can I? I don't think I can swap Sylveon here. So you know what? I'm gonna do... This is risky. This is very risky here. But I'm going to do this just so I can get the Defiant boost. I have Focus Sash. They will Mega Evolve. I love Mega Scrafty Shiny, dude. It's so sick. They will Intimidate me again. I will get the Defiant boost. They do try to fake me out, which is great. Oh, what the... Alright, you know what? Fair game. Fair game. That does mean you're stuck, though. That does mean you're stuck, and I can send out my Scolipede. And I don't think Scrafty has anything that could threaten my Scolipede either. So do I just go for the straight close combat? Although I could also coaching this Scolipede as well. I think it'd just be best to go on the offense here. Gotta recharge. Knockoff. Will hurt. Definitely will hurt. We do get the Gunk Shot off. That's what I like to see, baby. And how much is our close combat gonna do on this Scrafty? I know it's extremely bulky. Doesn't matter. Let's go, baby. Alright. So, I ended up kind of reversing my lead this time around. I had Annihilate and Scolipede in the back instead of the front, which turned out to be pretty useful, all things considered. Or, well, technically I didn't. I let off with Scolipede, but I just swapped it out into Annihilate just for that Defiant boost. So that was a very, very good play on our part. Very, very good. Especially, I was expecting to maybe do something to the Sylveon besides, like, I don't know, faking it out. But the fact that we were also able to avoid that too was great. Alrighty, we are at battle number 4, I believe. Let's see what we got here. We have Kangaskhan. Potentially Mega. There's actually 3 potential Megas with Raichu and Meganium there as well. Incineroar is also kind of bleh. I think we will... It's unfortunate because I do want to show off like the Hatterene tech, but there just hasn't been all too many opportunities for me to do it. And with Incineroar being there as well, it's like... Or not just Incineroar, just all the other Intimidate users we've been facing these past couple of matches. Annihilate has just been so good. And we will definitely bring our own Sylveon. I say our own Sylveon as if they have their Sylveon themselves, but no, we'll just bring our Sylveon. And probably would be best to bring Annihilate in the back, maybe. Because Annihilate, at least this Annihilate, it's not only a sort of lead-off mon with like the coaching support, it also is kind of, in a sense, a checkmate mon, which will be very useful against actually a good amount of these mons on their team. So yeah, I think I will end up bringing it. We'll try to see if we can get our Trick Room off, unless they're going for Trick Room themselves, and then go for that Magic Powder. So it is Incineroar and Rigorath, meaning they're likely going to go for a fake out or something. Who would they fake out? Would they try to fake out the my Hatterene or my Scolipede? And now that I think about it, I don't know if I could Magic Powder the Incineroar. I think I'm just gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna Mega Evolve and Protect here. Just in case they try to, I don't know, just nuke my Scolipede off bat. Because they go for like, I don't know, fake out Twin Beam or something. No, they fake out my Hatterene. Are they gonna go for... Oh no, they did try to just nuke me, alright. Well, I guess that's good to know. Are we technically faster? I think we are. But I'm intimidated, so I don't know if a helping hand will be able to take out the Farigiraf. That's so annoying. And we don't have Hydreigon here to be immune to the Intimidate, or the Psychic. I'm gonna do this swap. Very much on the fly, but I just don't want to take any major damage right now. Oh, you helping hand. Alright, what are you gonna try to go for? Oh yeah, no, you just try to delete my... Ooh, Sylveon. Oh man. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to get a Trick Room off from here. But I think that's what I have to do. This is kind of dicey, but if they're running a Trick Room team themselves, I think they're going to be slow. And I have a little bit of speed on Sylveon, so I should be faster than them. I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice. Unless, I don't know, that's like a fast Incineroar. Yes! Ooh, man. Woo! Awesome, awesome. We definitely needed that. Oh. I forgot I was Life Orb. Yeah, alright. But you know what? That's fine. That is completely fine. Though, the issue now is that... Yeah. Will you fake out... Or will you try to fake out my, Hatterene or my... Scolipede is the question. I'm gonna do the safe play. I'm gonna protect here. Even if they... Oh, you're Raichu. Why? Alright. I guess it's a good thing we Trick Roomed, but... Now we're definitely gonna have to try and, keep, Scolipede alive. Yes, yes, yes. We definitely needed to get Farigiraf out of here. Okay, we are... pretty much home free, I think. Depends on what they have in the back. Sableye. Alright. Well... I mean, all I would really need to do is click, Dazzling Gleam, and then I just, Stomping Tantrum into the Raichu slot. Yeah. You protect. Alright, what's Sableye gonna go for? Does it have, like, Will-O-Wisp? That's my best guess. Oh, you're not even running Rosalie Berry, okay. And I don't think... No, you're just foul playing, alright. Very interesting, to say the least. Do I pull the funny and try to go for the magic power stuff? I know that's, like, excessively greedy, but considering they protected last turn... I think I'm gonna try to do it. Light screen, sure, I guess. Magic powder goes off. I've never seen the animation in this game. That's nice. You are a psychic type now. You will be deleted by the leech life. So, I guess we did manage to pull it off in one match. Not that we really needed to, all things considered, but hey, I'll take it. Obviously, that was not the optimal play whatsoever. The best play would have been to just Dazzling Gleam and Stomping Tantrum, but, you know, I wanted to show off that little bit of tech just in case you guys were, had any doubts. We're doing good on time. I think we could squeeze in one more match here. We've been doing pretty solid, all things considered. Just need to learn a bit from the losses that we did take, which we have, but we just gotta think about our pivoting and whatnot a bit more, I'd say. Or maybe just not lead with Scolipede all the time. That's also the deal as well. I think having Scolipede in the back can be very threatening, especially if people aren't ready for it. Oh, I don't like this team. I don't like this team one bit. I think we'll lead off with Aerodactyl and Sylveon. We'll have Scolipede in the back, and I think we bring Hydreigon. Hydreigon is actually really, really good here, all things considered, especially into that Golden Go and that Basculegion. Yeah, I think this is the play we're gonna make. Even though, like, all of these, like, this is not a very Scolipede friendly matchup, all things considered. So leading it off would not be in our best interest. Alright, let's see what they got here. They got Ensign, Whimsicott. They're probably gonna go for like Fake Out into Tailwind, is my my guess. Now, who do they Fake Out? It's either Aerodactyl or Sylveon. I think it would be in our best interest to just go for the Tailwind and attack afterwards, just so we can be on that same speed tier. I think I go for an attack here. There is a case to just detect, but in case they do Fake Out my, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they do get a Tailwind off. Just getting this damage on the board is going to be great for us. Oof. Nice. Very, very nice. Now, I think it'd be better for us to protect this turn and go for... We could go for Rock Slide. We could go for Rock Slide. Though being behind in speed is not great. So I'll play it safe. I'll go for the Tailwind. We're gonna detect here. I would just have to hope that they don't just immediately nuke my Aerodactyl. Okay, they swap. Into Charizard. Alright. What is the Incineroar going to do here? Out of curiosity. Parting Shot. Alright. Where are they going to pivot out to, I'm wondering. In this case, I think it'd be in our best interest to just go for that Rock Slide and Hyper Voice combo. They don't got no Wide Guard. I guess the Charizard could protect, but I doubt Incineroar will want to eat either of these two hits. So yep, there goes Zard Y. Since we have Tailwind up, we should be faster. Rock Slide does land on both of them. Woo! And even with the -1, we still just absolutely delete that Charizard. Amazing. And we should be able to be faster than... Yep. Man, dude, Aerodactyl... I mean, I don't think we need that crit, but I'll take it. Aerodactyl and Sylveon putting in that work, dog. I'm very impressed. This is my first time really using Sylveon as well, so nice to see that it is proving to be quite a threat, like I have not only been fighting, but just been hearing as well. So in this circumstance, what do we go for? They only have one turn of Tailwind left. I think I still go for like what? It's either Rock Slide. Actually, no, I dual Wing Beat into the Whimsicott, and then I think I still go for Hyper Voice. Yeah. Unless we miss, of course we miss. Oh, we ate that. We absolutely chunked that. Please don't flinch. That would be absolutely horrendous. Okay, we don't flinch. Woo! Oh man, that is disgusting, dude. Yeah, the Life Orb Sylveon is just a whole nother terror entirely. We didn't even get to bring out our Scolipede, man. Well, alright. That was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but we played that pretty well. Ooh, maybe, just maybe, we do one more, we can get ourselves to Master Ball. I think that'd be an awesome way to end off the video. Even if this is gonna be a little bit of a longer one, I think I will go ahead and take that risk. And at the very least, try to end it off with Scolipede. Like, in that sort of match, Scolipede was kind of like our... what'd you call it, like our last line of defense or something? I don't know. But... oh no, it's Rain. Okay, yeah, go figure that this would be the last match of the video. I will say, I think Rain is probably the matchup this team struggles with the most. Simply because we don't have any form of weather changing. And Swampert is just an absolute beast. They also have Metagross too. Like, this is just disgusting. Alright. I'm really trying to think here what would be the best course of action. I would have to go Trick Room. And I don't think they have any sort of way to like completely stop me from setting it up. I mean, they don't have Fake Out. Although, if they lead off with like Swampert, they could just delete my Hatterene, which is gonna be awful. And I'll have Hydreigon in the back, yeah. That's probably for the best. This is gonna be a dicey one, for sure. No matter how you splice it. Alright. They lead off with Pelipper and Arch. The question is, do they just automatically go for like, I don't know, like a Flash Cannon or something? Either way, I detect here and try to set up Trick Room. This is very, very tense, all things considered. Oh, they tried to Y-guard frame 1. Alright. I mean, fair. Ooh, they try to double down. Alright. Nice. Free Trick Room for us, which is amazing. Unfortunately, because Pelipper has that Y-guard, we can't go for Hyper Voice. We would have to go for a Hyper Beam here. Do I think they're gonna protect on their Arch though? I feel like I'd still have to go for it. Yeah, I'll try to go for it. They withdrew the Pelly. They did not protect. Okay. Please, Sylvie, please. I need this. Woo! Oh, that was phenomenal. Alright. Big threat number 1 out of the way. Unfortunately, I think Swampert is going to be coming back Or not coming back. It's gonna be entering the field, rather. Yeah. Ugh, dude, this is... So he's just stuck. I'm going to have to eat a hit. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to Magic Powder the Swampert just to set up for my Scolipede. So yeah. Because you're Swift Swim and we are in Trick Room, it will be the slowest on the field, but because they have Sinistra, it's just going to go for Rage Powder most likely. Or not, actually. So yeah. It is a Psychic type now. They just go for Shadow Ball. We do eat that. I'm guessing Swampert is going to go for a Wave Crash into the Sylvie. That would be my best guess. Yep, they do. What? How did we live on 1? How in the world did we live on 1? Yo. Shiba, you might just be the actual GOAT. I don't know. This is unprecedented. There's just no way. Okay. But Shiba refused. Alright, we're just gonna deal as much damage as we can. Sylveon's gonna go down. Oh. I mean, this is still fine. I don't know what the Sinistra would have gone for, but half health, I guess I'll take it. Oh, your Citrus. And you reverse my Trick Room. Alright, yeah, that's smart. That is smart. I go High Dragon here. Because I reverse Trick Room, that means I'm gonna be... I don't know if I'm fast enough to deal with the Swampert. Rain is gonna go down in 1 turn. Though, they can't send Pelly back in too. And yeah, I go for Dark Pulse here. Thanks to that Magic Powder, Swampert will take super effective damage from it. Woo! I'm surprised they didn't Rage Powder, dude. I was fully expecting a Rage Powder. Hatterene goes down, but she put in that mad work, dog. That Magic Powder is... That's some good tech right here. And then we can send out our Scolipede, which unfortunately will be at the mercy of the Pelipper's Hurricane. That is something that I do have to deal with. Though not necessarily. I just gotta hope they don't go for Tailwind. I can go for Protect here, get that speed boost. And... yeah, no, I gotta hit the Pelly. They could try to go for, I don't know, Redirection now, but... I think this is gonna... yeah, either way, you're gonna take super effective damage. I don't think you live a Dark Pulse. No, you don't. Alright, good, good, good. What's Pelly gonna go for? Oh, they just went straight for Hurricane. Yeah, I think we are in a very, very clean spot right here. I just got to... do I go for the Gunk Shot or do I confirm? Just be absolute certain with the Leech Life. I think this should be enough with Dark Pulse and Leech Life. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna go for. Scolipede will Mega Evolve. I just don't want to take the risk with the Gunk Shot accuracy is all. Dark Pulse will land. Oh no, you're way bulkier than I thought, actually. You're way bulkier than I thought. the Dark Pulse flinch! Oh, the Dark Pulse flinch saved us. No way, dude. Oh, wow. This... What a battle, man. This was actually incredible, dude. I have no notes. I absolutely have no notes. That was just absolutely something else, dude. I mean, obviously, we got some really good luck. Sylveon living a wave crash from Mega Swampert on 1 HP and then getting that flinch at the end. Like, you can't make this stuff up, dog. Like, there's no better way not only to end off this video, but to achieve Master Ball tier as well. Wow, dude. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I certainly did. This was quite the wild ride, and I think we were able to make Mega Scolipede shine in the end. It definitely was disappointing in the fact that it did get shell armor, but it still got some very, very good stats. It still got some, you know, some flexibility with the speed boost in the base form, and then you can Mega afterwards. Or you can go for that Trick Room mode and just Mega immediately just so you can stay in that slow mode. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things you could do with it. And I don't think I've completely solved, you know, maybe like the best proper team for Scolipede. But I do think there is still some merit in running it. It might just be a case where we're not in a meta where, I guess, Poison is very, very much needed. I mean, I say that in spite of the fact that we have, like, you know, Mega Floette and Sylveon and whatnot, but I'm talking about if we get, like, you know, the Top Ooze or something, or, like, Rillaboom. If Rillaboom was dropped in this set, I feel like Scolipede would see a lot more usage, because Rillaboom can't do a single thing to Scolipede. So, yeah. That being said, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be trying my best to make up for lost time and put out some more Pokemon Champions content with the new Megas that were introduced in this regulation. I am thinking about maybe doing Mega Raichu X next, because I have a cool idea for it, but I will be kind of reviewing some of the other Megas and seeing if I can find something interesting. But regardless, I hope you guys stay tuned, and I hope you guys also have a very wonderful day. Take care, y'all.